Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Illusion Fox Gaming. So we are going to be doing some more Final Fantasy XIV. I meant to start earlier. That did not happen for a myriad of reasons. And actually, I just remembered one more thing. I'll be just a moment. But, just a quick announcement at the beginning of this, now that I'm back. I may have found a way to modify some things of my setup. And maybe, just maybe, if I can make sure that it works, we'll do some, Lego set builds. So, we'll see how that goes. But first off, we've got the 7.35 updates for the Hildibrand quests. Starting with the quest of Vandal in the Wild. Hard-boiled, stoic silhouette is a fixture amidst the bright lights and bustle of True View. If it isn't Kieran, been keeping yourself sharp, I trust. Good to hear. In our line of work, you gotta stay in peak condition and be ready for anything. In any case, you picked a good moment to come by. I've managed to recover more data and learned about another experimental subject. I dare say that is the cue for us to lend our investigative skills once more. It seems this criminal has had his soul put to the body of a Quahialola. That's a two-legged wolf, in case you weren't familiar. I heard that the man was a notorious vandal who went around causing wanton destruction, targeting everything from shops to government facilities. Didn't have any grand motive, was all for the thrill of it. A real piece of work. Like the sticky-fingered Cyclops, odds are he's up to his old antics in his new body, and is a pawn of the mysterious researcher. Such a fiend wreaking havoc in a densely populated area would swiftly attract attention. If our wolfman were to make mischief, I expect it would be somewhere outside this city. Not half bad reasoning for a soft-boiled dope. As you say, the fiend's likely to strike places outside of Solution 9. We don't have any leads beyond that, though, so I have a mind to pay one of my trusted sources a visit. Maimon's his name, and his business is known to every bugger else's. Come on, he ought to be at his usual spot nearby. Maimon, does that not remind you of our friend Wymond? It does. Do you suppose we'll get to meet a Yormond too? Okay, let's go talk to this Maimon. Oh shit! Hey, Koroi, how's work treating you? Also, everyone, well, I'm very pleased with Hildibrand quest, so yeah, that's pretty easy to do. They are not properly sating my desire for Hildibrand. Ain't often I see you with company, Detective. What can I do for you today? A thrill-seeking vandal in the body of a fiend? Sounds like a recipe for trouble, alright. Well, I wouldn't say a nap is probably a good idea for work. But, now, can't say as I've heard any talk of vandalism, neither in or around Everkeep. But there's a hunter who caught sight of a solitary Quahaloa near the barrier recently. He went into Vanguard and didn't come back out, so he assumed it went to Shaluoni. What struck him the most, though, was the queer way it moved. Seemed more man than beast, he said. Quahaloas are fiercely territorial creatures that live in packs. This lone wolf's our vandal. I'd wager my gun on it. We'll head to Shaluoni right away. Thanks for the lead, my Mond. Just truly uncanny indeed. The resemblance you bear to my friend. His name is Wymond, and information is his stock and trade as well. And not only do we have similar faces and names, but we're in the same business besides. Well, bugger me with the lightning rod. I am sure that would be absolutely painful, but I'm sure there are people who would actually enjoy that. You know, look rather like the detective yourself, only you're either younger or have a better skincare regimen. You brothers or something? Ridiculous! Detective Hardball and I are not the least bit alike. Damn right, don't compare me to this preening ninny. Alright, didn't mean to ruffle any feathers. But you, lass, something about you reminds me of the detective's assistant. Takes me back, it does. We should get going. Let's gather in front of the Vanguard before heading to Shaluoni. Unfortunately, I don't know if I'm going to have an easy day tomorrow or a real pain in the ass day. Because as I was leaving work, I saw where one of our outpatient practices had a bunch of fire engines out front of it. It's in a medical office building, though, and we only have a couple of the suites there. So, I mean, my stuff might be fine. Some other facility may be having issues, though. So, we'll see. I said, it'll either be a real easy day or a real pain in my ass. This is my first time beyond the barrier. Wonder if I can find a quiet bar that doesn't water down its drinks. That can't be good. Inspector, you're all glowy tingly. Must be a lightning round I hit you with. The aftereffects can linger a while, I'm afraid. No need of concern. Far from causing discomfort, the lightning appears to have improved my circulation. I feel healer than I have in a recent memory. You really are an oddball. Ah! Can't shoot for shit, that thing. I say, Detective, I hadn't expected your hardened self to suffer from a fear of insects. And such adorable ones, too. Maybe think of those one aliens from Men in Black. They're not just insects, they're oglops, bringers of death and disease. Get a hold of yourself now. An egg. An egg. An egg will set you straight. You fool. You didn't bring any. Not a single one. Damn it all! Oh dear, never have I seen such a severe case of egg withdrawal. Think you can boil this to the good detective's liking? Remember, if you get the temperature just right, it's like exactly 7 minutes to hard boil an egg. What is this scene? Like, are they trying to ship Nashmira with the Warrior of Light here? This isn't another trick, is it? But I'll chance it. Guess I did it wrong. I bet I popped the egg in my mouth when it caved and the yolk came pouring out like blood from a fresh gunshot wound. It was 2-bit punk with no fight in it. All bark and no bite. You don't get it, do you? What it takes to survive on the mean streets of Solution 9. Actually didn't boil it long enough. At any rate, I feel like myself again. Appreciate it. I had every confidence you could aid the good detective, my dear assistants. Come, let us continue on. So this is the outside world. It's going to take some getting used to being under a sky without limits. Right, we should begin by talking to the locals. That a town I see over there? Shishinawazi Springs, eh? As a good place as any. Come on, let's go. old-fashioned place is this, but it's got a ruggedness that speaks to me. A man could get used to it. Anyway, let's split up and ask around. See if there's been any acts of vandalism in these parts. You learn something, you come and tell me. Vandalism? Don't get me started. Some miscreant busted up some of our drilling equipment. I poured my blood, sweat, and tears into keeping everything running, so it had me seeing red. This room's our livelihood, so the perpetrator can't possibly be a local. It's an outsider, mark my words. Oh yes, I heard that a barn was destroyed the other day. Smashed to pieces by all accounts. Why would anyone do such a senseless thing? As a matter of fact, there's been a spate of vandalism for targeting barns and equipment. The culprit strikes when no one's around and leaves no trace, so we don't have much as so much as a lead. Bad as we are, we post a generous bounty. Invoice is welcome too, of course. So if you see any suspicious activity, be sure to let us know. Hey, managed to learn anything? We're much the same. Our Vandal's been busy. By the by, have you seen Nashu? I'm not sure where she's gone. You serious? How can you not know where your own assistant is? Better split up and find her. Hello there. I could use a little help. I say, Nashu, have you been making new friends? Know her, do you? And all the chaos has been sowing too, no doubt. Whatever do you mean? Don't play the fool. We saw her polishing them bombs. That's right, she's the one who's blowing things up. We're taking her in and collecting the bounty. For the upteenth time, they're not bombs. They're medicine. Yeah, verily. Though they may look and indeed explode like bombs, they are in fact potent restoratives. My assistant is not the Vandal you seek. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Exploding medicine? Ha! That's all. Take a deep breath now. When you get so hot and bothered, we can talk this through, resolve things peacefully. I don't know who you are, but we're done talking here. She's the Vandal and that's that. You'll stand aside if you know what's good for you. If you're not willing to be civil, then we'll have to settle this the old-fashioned way. Detective, wait, I am emphatically opposed to violence. I must insist that we resolve this in a gentlemanly manner. These kids wouldn't know a gentleman if they shot him in the rear. Don't waste your breath. You asked for it, old man. Do you want a duel? I'll give you a duel. Just remembered that you had other options. Now we're going to need witnesses, so let's take it elsewhere. You worry your little head. It ain't to the death. Well, actually, you never stated that. And there are several types of duels. Ill at ease though I am with the Detective Hardboiled's chosen approach, it seems we must defer to him. He's put on a brave face, but he's nervous. Watch the eyes. He'll rush to finish it. What's that red smudge? Had yourself some poached eggs smothered in tomato sauce, did you? A soft choice for a soft bastard. At the least bit phased. Hard recognizes hard, and I can tell you're a woman who's been to hell and back. Even I could learn a thing or two from you. Whoa, you kidding me? All this fuss over you and you're having a snooze? You've got Maxie Dollface. Just like her. Dream sweet dreams now. Still charged with lightning. That's impressive in its own way. But never mind that oaf for now. I've got a job to do. An old-fashioned firearm like most carry in these parts. Watch the barrel. Dodge the bullet. Luscious locks for a roughneck. Don't know what fancy hair treatment you use, sweet prince, but a bar of soap is all I need. See enough. This one's in the bag. The absurdity of it. Piss on the old law. As long as you win, it don't matter how. Okay, whoever did these quests this time around has been watching too many movies. Who the hell are you? What's going on here? So that's the way of it. But non-lethal rounds or no, the law forbids dueling in town. As such, this will be treated as an illegal gunfight, and the guilt falls on the side that threw first. You lot are coming with me. Now, since this all began when they saw the lady with what looked like bombs, assumed she was the Vandal. Now, you don't strike me as a miscreant. I'd like to examine the objects for good measure. I must say, it does look like a bomb. An understandable, if unfortunate, misunderstanding. Despite its worrisome appearance, I assure you, good sir, that this is a bespoke medicine that rejuvenates me when I'm feeling poorly. That's a Bob where I was born yesterday. I feel like a new man now. Tis as if I walk upon a cloud. Enough of that hogwash. While this alone doesn't give her she's a vandal, we're going to keep her in the jailhouse so we know more. Are meals served at this jailhouse? Well, that they are. See ya! I will come for you, Nashu. I will find the true criminal and clear your good name. This I swear. Okay, so now we got the next quest, which is on the Trail of Destruction. Just assistance well-being, not even Inspector Hildibrand can maintain his customary aplomb. I can't bear to imagine sweet, innocent Nashu behind bars. We'll apprehend the true criminal and secure her release post-haste. Sweet and innocent ain't words I'd use to describe a bomb-toting dame, but setting that aside, we know who we're after. We just need to track him down. No residents report having sighted an unusual wolf-like fiend, apparently, has appeared near a settlement called Lord them in Your Trousers. It's Luwata. We need to clean the wax out of your ears. I have no idea how to pronounce that, so I am absolutely sorry to anyone who can. If you can, please leave in the comments below or in chat how to pronounce that. Yeah, that's what I meant. Luwata. Come on, let's see what we can find out there. Right, let's question the locals about Wolfman sightings. Should be straightforward enough. So we'll stay together this time. Just say the word and we'll get started. Ready then? Lead the way. What Evans? Unheard of in Solution 9. We do all our cooking with electric appliances. That said, the smoke might give eggs a nice flavor. I'll look into it when I get the chance. I used to roast whole my tragus in a giant oven. She was partial to the billies for the flavor, but I found them a little tough. It has no bearing on my own toughness, mind you. I said alright, a wolf-like fiend I'd never seen before. It made off with a sack of vegetables we just harvested. It would seem our fugitive was famished. Being a wolf, however, would it not hunt for its own food? Whatever it is now, it used to be a man. Wouldn't it be odd if it still ate like one? If it isn't keen on hunting, it'd likely keep close to settlements for its meals. You can see the resemblance between the homes here and those in the outskirts. It's a real surprise when our worlds merged only 30 years ago. I was just a greenhorn then, and she was still... Never mind. The motive on these buildings is simple yet elegant. I expect Father would appreciate their artistry. He isn't here, is he? Well, I mean, we haven't seen him yet, but I'm sure we'll see Godbert and the lovely Hildibrand's mother soon, I'm sure. I saw it wasn't a wolf fiend, but an adorable little critter. It kept squealing at me as if it was trying to say something. Oh, I dare say this is a promising new lead. I have it. This creature is a minion of the Vandalist Wolfman. You and your soft-boiled guesses. I'd heard about strange squealing critters on True View, but I doubt it was anything to do with our case. Well, like fiend, I've seen it south of here. Most folk avoid the area because it's Lunwakaya's Paya's territory, but I go there to gather cactus. The past few times I did, I saw the creature heading towards the gorge. Even the Lunwaka Payas gave it a wide berth, so it must be dangerous indeed. Our future might be holed up in that gorge. Come on, let's go take a look. The Kualoa doesn't seem to be here right now, but this is definitely where it lays its head. I can feel it. Let's split up and search for clues. If you turn up anything, you come and tell me. Found this empty liquor bottle. What about you? Good work. The bottles and the other produce must have been taken from Lotra Noasa as for the piece of paper. These are diary entries, all right. I'll read them out. Another good day's destruction. I reduced the barn to rubble in moments before anyone was the wiser. My newfound strength is truly astounding. The researcher contacted me. He wants me to put on a bigger show and will provide barrels of cerulean for the job. This is going to be my tour de force. So it's as we suspected. Like the thieving eye drops, the vandalizing Kualoa is working for this researcher. I say, for him to leave incriminating evidence out in the open, where enterprising agents of inquiry can easily find, is rather careless, is it not? When he was apprehended as a man, he'd left a diary of his misdeeds lying around. It served as incontrovertible proof of his guilt. To do it again, knowing full well how it led to his downfall? Perhaps he has some sort of clever design. Or perhaps... he's just an idiot. That's a good possibility. At any rate, if our fugitive has barrels is really at his disposal, we must exercise the utmost caution. The tiny spark could cause an explosion to dwarf even Noshu's delight, so I ask that you refrain from using your gun. My gun's more versatile than you think. It's capable of converting the lightning it absorbs to other kinds of energy. The flick of a switch, it can shoot fire and water and rounds as well. So if push comes to shove, I'll give the wanton wolfman a hosing down. Well, now that is a wondrous gadget indeed, yet, be that as it may, I remain firmly opposed to violence in all forms and elemental aspects. Some cases of manner befitting a gentleman, such as the creative Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire. Soft to the core. If you don't harden up, you'll make the same mistakes I did. As a rule, I don't talk about my past, but if there were ever a time to break that rule, now would be it. I used to have an assistant too. She's a lot like your own Noshu, a real sweetheart. But she's gone now, killed by the Cram King because of me, because I was too soft. Cram King's descended from a line of mages. Carnellan's his real name, and he can yield powerful magics with a whispered word and a flick of the wrist. Doesn't have to rely on fancy gadgets like ordinary folk. We had him at our mercy, me and my assistant. But then he started spinning a sob story, and like a half-boiled milksop, I lowered my gun. That was all the opening Carnelian needed. He cast a spell before I could blink, and I would have died where I stood. My assistant hadn't leapt in the way. She wasn't wearing a regulator because she was following my lead. I killed her as much as he did. That such a thing should have happened. So I would catch Carnelian soon after that, but now the bastard's at large again in a fiend's body. When you deal with villains, you can't afford to be soft, or one day, you or someone dear to you will pay for it. Now that we've confirmed the Vandals here, but what is it that the researcher wants to achieve with this destruction spree? Well, first things first, we need to alert the Dust Watch. They'll want to be ready when the Vandal strikes next. You know where to find them? Oh, what's the A? Right then, let's head over there. To think that the detective suffered such a terrible tragedy. I struggle to find the words. You are right, my friend. As ever, I shall endeavor to be true to myself. Stay strong, Noshu. Soon you will be free. This taco is amazing. Ah, it's you lot. What is it? I'll be damned. Just a moment ago, we received a message from someone claiming to be the Vandal. They've declared that the train's their next target. I was about to dismiss it as a prank, but having heard your report, I'm inclined to believe the threat is real. We need to get to Shaluoni Station right away. Indeed, I'll gather my men and hurry there. As for Nashu, best assured remain here for now, I think. Detective Keenly, though I feel for your loss, I must reiterate my staunch opposition to violence. Where may await us, I believe that we must strive for gentlemanly resolution. The Vandal never used to announce his targets. This reeks like a rotten egg. Thank goodness you're here. Please, you can't let that fiend destroy the train. We're on it. Get somewhere safe. We have you at last. From gentleman to gentlewoman. Tisk, detective. Over there, a dame in distress. Of all times to be out of charge. God, the voice acting of this would be so amazing. You give a man a fright, will you? Hold it right there. Train the funny, I'll torch those barrels. They're filled to the brim with trillium, enough to blow us all sky high. There's something you can do just relax and enjoy the... Huh? Wait, we must extinguish the fire. What the hell you think you're doing? I shall stop this runaway roof train. I fear he is disinclined to stop. They're coming back? And they're headed straight for the engine. Damn it, if I could only I could use my gun. What kind of nonsense is about to happen? What kind of glorious nonsense is about to happen? A Manderville man and his electrifying handstand. You did good, Softy. You did good. You as well, Detective. You as well. I thought I was done for. I owe you my life. So you don't know anything either? Right not. I was only doing as I was told. And the researcher's true objective remains a mystery. This chaos and destruction can't all be for its own sake, can it? If you have learned your lesson, then I suggest you surrender yourself to the Dust Watch. You'll be safe in their care and receive regular meals besides. Alright, I'll go quietly. Apologies for the delay. I see you have the situation well in hand. So this fiend was behind the destruction. We're grateful for your help. Despite appearances, he was originally a man, so treat him like one, eh? That's so. Understood. He'll be treated with due dignity. You're still soft, hard-boiled, as you always were. I wasn't expecting an interruption so soon. But no matter, the commotion has drawn all you all here as intended. You're Carnelian. The villain disguised themselves as one of my men and knocked me out. The rest I believe you know. Seems Carnelian's also working for the researcher, and this was just a diversion. What's that bastard's game? Sit back. Who's the Tawi for now? We have to set your friend free, after all. My men can clean up things here. Right, let's get the lady out of her cell. Oh, Nashu, such a deal that must have been. Oh, yes, the hors d'oeuvres were quite tasty. Sheriff, we have a situation. Our large shipment's really has been stolen from Shishinawazi. What? It appears the thief struck while we were dealing with the trouble at the station. So that was the true target. First Electrop, now Ceruleum? What does he need all these resources for? As for Canolian, he ain't the sort to do something else's bidding. You can bet he's got his own angle. No matter what it is, I won't rest until justice has been served. And next time, my gun will be ready. You know something about these happenings by the sounds of it? So this extends beyond Shaluoni. If we had the manpower, the Dustwatch can't go traipsing about in other jurisdictions. So I think it'd be best if we left the matter in your hands. Yeah, you can leave it to Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire. I swear to you, good sheriff, that I shall find and apprehend this villain with grace and non-violent finesse. We'd be grateful. Naturally, my men and I will conduct a thorough investigation in Shaluoni. If we learn anything, we'll be sure to let you know. Well, let's head back to Solution 9. I could use a hard-boiled egg right about now. Maybe even 2. Home. I don't mind it out in the wilds, but for this settlement, men are old and full. Nothing beats this neon-lit city. Now I'll get back to work on the storage device, checking from time to time in case I found us a new lead. Meanwhile, let's continue down along our own lines of inquiry. Pray do not blame yourself or your assistant detective. The fault most assuredly lies not with you. What does softbow dope know? Just take care of your own, eh? Okay, so that finished up. Well, meanwhile, in Shaloni. Excellent. Soon the plan will come to fruition. Conning Laka's achievement will be meaningless next to what the heavens have gifted me. You fugitives have served me well indeed. And you me. Curious with my gun, are you? Come now. No need to be shy. She's a Molt Python Maximum fitted with a custom short barrel. Being made of electro, she can convert her lightning charge to fire rounds and other energies. Double action trigger means she's as fast as you are, and the ambidextrous safety means she's at home in both hands. The ventilated rib helps keep her cool and reduce the risk of malfunction when things really heat up. The recoil spring guide rod takes the edge of her temper, while the extra long ejector rod housing serves to... Yeah... Are you getting sleepy? Because I sure am. Let's call it a day, shall we? I don't have anything particular to say about my alchemy tools. Till next time. See you, Inspector. Okay. Well, that completes the Hildibrand quest for 7.35. So give me a moment. We'll be right back, and we'll try and figure out what we're doing next. Because I want to check to see if we can. I've got the gear level to do the new raids.